Omar is more than a lighthouse. It's gone to a point now where it's subconscious. A part of him is within me.
It's like that when you open up the blind a little bit and a little bit of sunlight comes in, you know, in the early morning when your blinds are drawn. That's Omar.
Just asking him, how do you get up? He simply said, when I wake up, I just am so grateful. I take a deep breath and
Today is the day. I get to savor the smells, the taste, the food, the sight, like the plants, like even the challenges, even though sometimes I might cry over the challenges, but I'm like, man, I'm experiencing these challenges and yay, you know, so many emotions, and I'll experience those emotions. But in my higher consciousness, I'm like, this is life, like this is a gift.
When he's with you, you're the most important thing.
you're the most important person at that time.
My mom's like, when you're speaking to him, you're like the only person there.
It's just you.
It's just you and him.
He just looks intensely into your eyes, and that's when you kind of give him your whole life story right away.
It's like he stares into your soul and he listens.
He has like a look that like peers into your soul.
I remember walking into a sales training.
Omar was standing far away and like dressed beautifully as always, and just walks up to me and gives me a really tight hug.
And him just being like, Amy, and just like walking up to me and like he hugs me,
And I'm like, oh my God, why are you hugging me? Like, I don't know you.
he doesn't even know me.
He's like, hi, I'm Omar and I've heard so much about you. And I was like, wow, like really?
He would introduce me to everyone, like, guys, this is Amy, and I was just like, what's wrong with this guy? You know? I thought it was so weird, but then I realized like that's just the way he is.
I'm just curious about people. I want to know who they are, what they're all about. When I see someone smile, I'm like, I wonder what their life is all about.
He just came in and right away he was like, wanted to know everything about me.
He's known for being just one of the greatest salespeople, developers in the company, period. Not only can he do it himself, but he can teach people.
I did this crazy internship where we sold books door to door.
We would recruit college students to better themselves, to learn how to run their own business.
Selling books didn't really sound that glamorous,
It's a great day to be a bookman. Yes, it is.
but he was just so excited about it. So I was like, okay, like I'll give it a try.
Omar was a sales manager for Southwestern.
It was just like, oh, okay, that's Omar, the DSM. Walking really fast everywhere with like a team of people like following him, trying to ask him questions.
When I sold books, I had such an amazing experience. So when I was a manager or a DSM or something, like I literally saw this opportunity for a person to go out there, become just a better individual overall, because they're learning more of what life is all about through rejection, through hard work, through emotional struggles. Like I always talked about, like this is not an easy job. It's a hard job because you're working and dealing with yourself. And there's no one else out there. There's not like, let me talk to myself tomorrow. It's like you're there in the grind, dealing with your emotions in the moment. And that was the hardest part of the job.
My first week was a complete disaster and I had wanted to quit many times. On Sunday, I remember with Omar, he would sit down. And at that time, I was a ball of tears. And with Omar, I was just like, I can't do this. Like, I thought that I was a likable person. He never made me feel like I was doing anything wrong. In fact, in our whole entire relationship, he's never made me feel small.
I think it's like magic. He looks at a person and he can tell exactly what they need to hear, what they need to see, what they don't even see about themselves, he sees in them.
So what's one thing you really want to do that you feel like you might not be able to do?
Like, I'm an artiste, right? So I want to do film, and I want to be a singer, and I want to be a writer, and I want to be a mentor, and I want to like be an entrepreneur, and I want to write comedy, and I want to do like all of these things.
So do you know anyone that's done that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know them. I
But do you
who they
know?
are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So someone's done it already.
Well, maybe a few people.
Yeah. So why can't you do it?
How do you meet someone that loves so much? Is it real? Yeah, it's real. After knowing him for 10 years, it comes from someplace. He's special.
And I do remember, like in the beginning of when I was selling books, when people would just slam the door in my face after like 500 times, there would be tears. I'm like, she didn't want to talk to me, or I had something to offer, but that's okay. It's like, it's okay. I remember my 8th week, I wanted to go home and quit. When I read this book called Life is Tremendous, there was a story about this kid who was playing, I believe it was either baseball or football, and he wasn't really good at it. The kid comes back running, he's like, coach, let me play. And the coach is like, well, we're already losing, we're not really doing well. Okay, go in there and just whatever, just go and play. He just like hit home run after home run after home run, and he helped the team win. And the coach is like, how did you just get so good? Like, what happened? It's kind of hard to tell it because it just gets me emotional, where the little kid tells the coach, it's the first time my dad gets to see me play. And his dad was blind, and he passed away. And at that moment, like, it was the first time I actually felt like my dad was watching me. So, like, I felt him. I felt like, oh my God, like he's been watching me the whole time. So he's never left me. And that was a struggle that I had to go through my whole life, not having a dad. So I picked up my book bag and I went to go sell books. And I felt like he was there with me the whole time. And that changed my life.
A lot of people quit their first summers, but our first summer in our little team of 17, everybody finished. And we all believed in each other because he believed in us.
That's why I'm here, to share God's love, His Spirit, knowing that they matter as human beings. Inside of them is this light, and that light it's God's love, and that we're all connected. Ever since I can remember at a young age, there was I wouldn't say like an inner conflict, but growing up in a very religious home and believing in God, and at the same time being told that it wasn't right loving another man. I remember going back to the Bible and reading certain passages that would say, man should not lie with man, and that would be a battle within myself to accept what that really meant. The scariest moment in my life was when I had the confidence enough to call my mom and let her know that I was gay. And when I did, I was shaking, I was sweating, I was almost in tears. And when I called her, I said, Mom, I realized that if I am creating possibilities in my life to be loving, expressive, and full of joy and inspirational, I couldn't be that if I wasn't able to be that way with you. She's told me that she accepted me for who I was, and she loved me regardless. I felt like God was telling me that, hey, my son, like, you're pure love, and I created you this way. I'm showing you this through the person who loves you the most in this world, which is your mom. And I think what I learned is that I get to accept others the exact same way.
He is special, but he gifts you with that seed that makes you feel special, and you can also shine and be the same exactly as he is.
Ever since he walked into my life, I've become stronger. I am able to see what I'm worth through his eyes.
In light of everything that he has taught and shown me, I aspire to be the best man that I can be. That is a testament to everything that he is.
There was like so many times when he stood for me when I didn't even believe in myself. Like, that's who he is. He's just constantly going to be like the cheerleader in my life.
One of the biggest things that I've learned is that everything that I want to see in the other person, I get to be that. So if I want them to be more loving, I get to be more loving. I want them to be more expressive, then I get to do that. So I get to be those things that I'm seeking instead of putting the finger out there.
The first time I saw Omar dance,
I've never seen anyone that dances like him. Like, he's like spirit fingers like to the max. He's such a good leader that he just makes you look like an amazing dancer too.
And he'll shine when it's his time to shine. And when it's times for other people, he'll listen. He'll lean in.
We were in Lisbon. Omar and I were walking around just looking for a spot to hang out, and every single place was empty. So we go into this little bar in an alley, and they had great music on. Omar started dancing, and all of a sudden, within 5 minutes, there was a massive circle, people like cheering and clapping and yelling. It was just like a line out the door, and it was all eyes on Omar. And then after we got done dancing, people were like, oh, are you guys professional dancers? And then Omar's like, yes, we are professional dancers.
Omar was so out of this world, out of the ordinary, that he created the space for me, for us, for the people to shine our light.
If I boiled it to that one thing, it is the love of God. Because like I never feel alone. I go through challenges and I could cry about it, I can get overwhelmed, and sometimes I definitely do. And I journal a lot about it, and like I go through those deep moments and I let myself experience that pain. But I'm still experiencing it with God. I'm still experiencing with this like support. You know, and I get frustrated. Like sometimes if I don't see results, or, you know, I get my ego caught up in my finances, I do. But I remind myself, I'm like, my God, like I'm alive. Like regardless of what's happening, I'm like I can still touch and feel, you know, like that is like, it brings me back to life. Like just being, oh my God, like I can still move, I can still think, I can still write, I can still call my mom and tell her that I love her, I can still hear her voice, I can still go order a Starbucks, and it makes me so happy. You know, it's like I really am. Share yourself. Give all of you away. Give all the love that you have, all the joy that you have, all the dance that you have inside, all the laughter that you have inside, all your stories. Share that gift that is inside of you.
Pasa la vida viviendo la de otros, criticas a todo el mundo, siempre pendiente de qué hace la gente, te olvidaste de tu rumbo, buscando lo que no se te ha perdido, te metes en cualquier lío. Ponte por fin a ver todos tus defectos y déjame a mí los míos. Cómprate un espejito, que a ti te hace falta uno. Antes de juzgar a alguien, tiene que juzgarse uno. Metido